I came here to be something very different. A few members of the freshman class did as well. Americans are sick and tired of sending politicians here who stay here too long and they become different than us. I made a pledge a year ago that I wouldn't take any retirement or any health benefits. I did that because at the time Congress was trying to exempt themselves from Obamacare. I believe deeply that the legislation that was passed last year is going to destroy jobs in this country and destroy our healthcare system. I couldn't in good conscience take a very nice health insurance plan, the Congressional plan, when so many Americans right now are struggling with their health care and it's only going to get worse. Regarding pension, I just don't believe elected officials should get pension benefits. To me, it's one of the scariest pieces of legislation the country's ever faced. We're broke right now, and it's another huge entitlement that we can't afford. Our healthcare system has a lot of problems when it comes to cost and access, but it's the best healthcare system in the world. And what we passed last year will destroy it. It will end private physicians as we know them. It will wipe out the private insurance company. It will destroy the economy and jobs in this country. And it will burden our kids and our grandkids with a debt they'll never forgive us for. It will kill jobs. Small business knows this. I mean, so many times we argue here amongst each other. Look at what the American people are saying. The NFIB, the interest group for small businesses in this country, is suing to have this legislation repealed. The vast majority of doctors in this country are against the legislation. Almost all business owners are against it because they understand all the hidden taxes in here, all the hidden regulations in here. They understand the harm it's going to do to the economy. So don't listen to what we say here. Listen to what businessmen and women are saying. Listen to what the American people are saying. The polling on this still shows the American people don't want it. Listen to what physicians say. Their polling shows they don't want it. You know, I'm beginning to think that the Supreme Court may actually deal with it sometime within the next 2 years. There's such pent-up demand, 27, 28 states now, I think. I think it's going to be on an expedited path to the Supreme Court. It's not constitutional. Never before in our country's history has the government forced somebody to do something simply because they're alive and they breathe. I think the Supreme Court might be divided, but I've got to believe that there are enough folks on the Supreme Court who will understand that. Well, and I don't rule out repeal in the next 2 years. I know, the media loves to say it's symbolic, it'll never happen. Look, the House voted to repeal a few weeks ago because that's what we ran on. The American people wanted us to. It didn't pass in the Senate. I still think there's a good chance it may get to the president's desk. If that doesn't happen in the next 2 years, what we will do is we will defund, just not provide money for every aspect of the program. We'll delay implementation of major pieces of the program. Congress is going to conduct oversight up on the Hill. We will educate the American people as to what was in this legislation. Remember, we passed this thing so quickly, the people that voted for it didn't even understand what was in it. And then finally, we'll find bipartisan support to repeal individual pieces of it. Starting with, in about a week or two in the House, the Senate already passed it, repealing the 1099 requirement. And there'll be a number of specific pieces in the next year or so that we'll try to get bipartisan support to repeal.